Okay, I think that actually worked. I think now the video is going, and you should be able to hear me, and you should be able to hear the game. So, if you're watching, and that's not the case, I apologize. Last time I did a PS5 test stream was some time ago, and the camera interface is a little bit more janky than I was thinking it was going to be. It's a little loud. It's very epic. All right, let's start, and then I can maybe turn the volume down a bit because it seems like it's loud for y'all. Okay, so for my main game, I think I'm probably going to go Prisoner or Astrologer because I really like magic in Souls games. In Dark Souls and in Dark Souls 3, I played Pyromancer, and Pyromancy is fun because it's like really central to the lore in Dark Souls. But in this one, it's a whole different world, so the cosmology is also different, and what I've seen of some of the spells, it's like, okay, I'm going to use magic and summon a giant sword, and then I'm going to stab somebody with it, and that seems really fun. So that's what I'm thinking about for my main game. For this, I want to do something different, and I've never really done a full strength, like a strength-based run. So I was thinking maybe I might do Hero for the big smashy, though I think they start with an axe, or the Prophet, who is one of the faith characters. Confessor is the other one. I'm not a huge fan of the whatever this martyr board thing is, so I might start with the Confessor, which is a bit more of a let's say a Spanish Inquisition kind of vibe. Okay, I'm just testing my audio to make sure that the levels are okay in terms of what is being captured here. Let's go ahead and be a big beefy hero. And all right, so the hero, the person is being a little obscured. So let's see, broadcast, no. What are my options? Okay, there was a thing where I could move the camera. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's here, broadcast, and then I select the broadcast, and then I go to here, and then I move camera display. Let's move it to, so you have to move it and then select. That's fine. So this is going to be Tarnished Turbo, but I'm not going to write in Tarnished. I'm just going to put Turbo. So this will be Turbo the hero. Keepsake. What I'm hearing is that the Golden Seed is one of the best options because it will improve your healing item, which is the Sacred Tears. And that seems like a pretty good idea since I'm going to be up in the middle mixing it up with people. And let's be... Okay, well, we'll see about that. Let's do base template. Okay, so you can choose the starting look. Northerner, very pale, makes me look tan. Night Folk, more than a little bit of drow vibes here. Newman, okay. Reedlander, Seafarer, Northerner, Loner, aristocrat, probably not for our hero. That's fine. Let's do detailed. I don't know the difference between Young Voice 1 and Young Voice 2. Sample, here we go. Yeah, that's fine. Alter skin color. I think a hero is probably going to be a little bit more tan. So they're probably going to spend a lot of time outside doing stuff. So we'll go with that. And now, the first boss, the character creator. Face template. So, what does this look like? Just massive baby face. I could not tell you what that is determining. Hi, Prince Justin. Yeah, chill out as much as possible. I hope that you get to play this at some point. I'm here that the PS4 version and the Xbox Series versions are actually pretty okay, and then we'll probably get some more patches for balance and things soon. Bone structure. Facial aesthetic. Ah, I see. Here we go. This is as zoomed in as it will get, and let's be in the middle there, that's fine. Face structure. Okay, now we're getting into the really, really detailed fun stuff. Facial balance. That's a very high nose ridge. What's that? Where are you going? Face protrusion. I think we'll get this eyebrow ridge thing going on. Facial feature slant. All right, that's down or up. Could not say. Horizontal face ratio. Curious what's going to bring that eyebrow down. Or forehead, okay. Nose bridge height, that's probably going to... That. Bridge protrusion. Yeah. Maybe it's brow ridge. Oh, that's... Guess we need these to match. Oh, no, that's... Let's discard that. let's go to another. Let's try that and then get working. And we'll bring this down a bit. Bring this in a bit. Very happily, the R1 and L1 will let you move these by 10 each, at 10 at a time. All right, we're gonna go to very short hair for a bit, and do a lot of the face. Well, maybe like this. Face, eyes, chin. I don't mind this. I just would kind of go for a wrinkly. Oh, well, that's fine. Let's say, there we go. Hair color. Let's have. White hair is kind of cool. Now, what I learned is that the triangle will let you adjust color, so we can in fact have anime hair. Like, you know, you could have green hair, you can have electric blue hair. Let's see if we can get some purple hair. Looks pretty cool. Oh, nope. But it does show up as temporary colors. So, luster, we can have more lustrous hair, very lustrous. Root darkness, which is actually a pretty cool indicator. No, root, that's going to be not dark because this person's hair is in fact just purple all the time. Skin features, maximum pores. Dark circles, a little bit less, you're living just fine. Cosmetics, so we get some like Valkyrie looks going on. Eyeshadow, upper, eyeliner, yes. I guess we don't have much eyeliner. Let's have some more eyeliner. Yeah, look at that. Can we have eyeliner that's like silver? That could be cool. Silver? Not digging it. Maybe we can do silver lipstick. Alright, so actually let's go back and have lipstick be more a thing. And then we can tell what we're doing. Not digging it. Face and hair. Eyebrows, facial hair, tattoo. Ooh, what are the tattoos going to be? Some fancy markings here. Get some battle scars. That seems pretty cool. Maybe it's cursed? Like... I kind of want something like, what if it glows? Maybe not. Eye patch. Just eye patches are your options. All right, and then we can try similar face, where it'll give us faces that are close, but with a few tweaks here and there. That's as close as we can get. I like that one. Then we can do similar face again, right? And it'll give us a whole bunch more options based on this. Okay, body. Very big head. Legs probably bigger, because this is a beefy person. Musculature, muscular. Okay, there are two options. Face in here, and we got that. Body. All right, there are not as many options on the body stuff as I was expecting, but let's go ahead and do that. And now, I think we are good to go. Look at that. Now, we don't get to see much of the purple hair with the hood thing on, but maybe with some other gear. We shall see. Now, I think I've seen this intro video, but...
Tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring.
That's, I think, the guy who shows up as the boss in the network test.
The mad taint of their newfound strength. Triggered
Not just taint,
shattering.
angry taint. Some creepy snake stuff. People have talked a lot about this as being like building on
From which no
Dark Souls, but I've definitely noticed some things that feel like they are also drawing from Bloodborne or drawing from the same pool as Bloodborne.
A war leading to abandonment by the greater will.
So in Kingdom Hearts, there's the living will. Is that related?
Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace
That's a lot of dead
speaks
people.
to us all.
Rise!
Oraloo, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome dung-eater, and Sir Gideon Othniel, the all-knowing.
Fairy drama. No, it's all good. We're playing.
And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown.
Yet. No renown. Yet.
Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring.
Oh.
And become the Elden Lord.
All right, and we get the ring gesture because we did a pre-order. And because we're online, we're going to see these little white ghosts of other players. Let's make action. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so R1, R2. Jump. Jumping attack. Dodge. Tarnished Wizard's Finger. And Bloodstain, that's just somebody else. Time for Death. Time for Elden Ring. So those are all messages left by other players. I'm going to go to the options and turn the volume down. Where is that? There we go. Ah, much better. Okay. Check out this beautiful video game. Wow. That is pretty great. Can you go in here? Locked shut. Okay. Because this is a FromSoft game, you should always check your corners. Because it may be a while before you can come back here, and there could be loot. Always roll through your barrels. This is going to say, like, item ahead, but actually, you just die, right? Because people will troll you in Souls games. So. Praise the Samurai. Well, I guess we know what class you're playing. Samurai does look pretty interesting, especially if you've been coming from playing Sekiro. Yep, camera controls. The hold up. Yep, that's true. That is a good message. So I will say, which button is that? Close. Good. I thought I was pressing that button. Oh well, whatever. I'll figure that out. I'm guessing this is also a, that's just more people trolling. And of course people will just make crude jokes. Yeah, because I can see from over there that there's nowhere to jump down and do something. This is probably going to tell me there's another item. Nope, it's tree. Yeah, that's a tree. All right, we're going to go this way. running with circle. It's interesting that the UI kind of fades after a little while if you're not, if it's not kind of applying. So you'll see that the health bar and such are not showing right now. Liar ahead. Okay. Now, there might be something around here. Or it's just, nope, just places for people to put little messages. All right, I think this is the "you're supposed to die here" boss. Yep, look at that cool statue. And there, oh, okay. Yep. There you are. So I've got lock on. This is the Grafted Scion. All right, very quick. I've seen videos people have posted of beating this boss as a starting character. Wow, volume is still very high. So now we're in the tutorial area. The previous thing was just here's the world, now you're gonna die. So we get resurrected by a horse? A goat? That's a horse. Magic horse? Oh, okay, so that's Torrent. So you see that this friend
Don't
later
worry,
on.
Torrent. Fortune is on her side. We found her here after all. One of her kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring.
We're just going to make sure you know the name of the Elden Ring.
Violate the Golden Order.
Dun dun dun. So Oreo is over there just being a log. He doesn't ever seem to really pay attention to what's on TV. And so, taking their time here, we got some stairs. We got a little bit of I believe this is the Erd tree, E-R-D, which the Erd tree is that super gigantic thing. All right, so we get the flask of Crimson Tears and the flask of Cerulean Tears. Crimson is for health, and Cerulean is for focus points or force points. I guess focus points. So these are gonna, some of these are gonna be the tutorial things, and some of them. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this to show off the tutorial. I may not do it with my next character. So, there's somebody playing a samurai right in front of me. Sites of Grace. Resting at a site of grace will restore your HP, FP, and cleanse any status ailments. It will also refill your sacred flasks. However, most of the enemies you defeated will be revived. You can find sites of grace by going where the light converges. These explanations are acquired in the form of info items that can be accessed from the inventory at any time. Okay. So we touch the grace. It's like lighting a bonfire. And we should probably rest here to fill our flasks. Flasks. Elevate flask charges, yep. So, like Dark Souls 3, you have the two types of flasks, and you can change how you want to allot them. It gives me 3 and 1 to start, so we're going to stay with that. We don't have Sacred Tears, but we can use the golden seed that we used as our gift to get an extra one. And so we're going to do 4 and 1. And memorize spell. I don't believe this character knows any spells. No. Okay. I'm going to go to system again. I'm going to make everything a little bit quieter. We've got a shield. Got a big axe. Let's try stealth and then sneak behind. So if you tap or if you click down the left stick, then nope, that was not a backstab. I don't believe. Whoops. That was a charged R2. No. Doesn't look like an item. There's another enemy. Guarding. Use an armament in your left hand or both hands to guard against incoming attacks. Guarding is especially effective when done with a shield. Guarding consumes stamina. If your stamina runs out, your stance will be broken. So, let's see. So, that shield blocked all the damage, but I took, basically, it reduced my stamina instead. You can avoid enemy attacks with a dodge roll or backstep. Both of these actions consume stamina. I'll be doing rolls. Looks like my display is covering up how many runes I have. Runes are the kind of main currency in the whole game. Oh, haha. So, if you had a ranged attack, you could shoot back at that enemy. So, acquire materials is going to be a very important common thing that I do. That's a bloodstain. Let's go here so we don't get shot in the back by the crossbow. Here's a person. Each hand can be equipped with up to 3 armaments. Armaments can also be two-handed, making attacks more difficult to repel with shields and boosting effective strength by 50%. So triangle plus R1 is wield with 2 hands. So by switching to 2 hands, I broke that enemy's guard, i.e. their ability to keep blocking with shield, and was therefore able to knock that big shield aside and defeat them. All right. My attack animation with this axe is actually pretty fast. So I can beat these enemies on the quick draw. So go this way. I'll run back up. This version of running at least does not consume stamina. So L2 is the skill. So, okay, so those are faster kind of left to right attacks. But as you can see, it reduced my my focus points. So let's go ahead and drink one of these. Crouching. Crouch to make it harder for enemies to discover you, especially effective in tall grass. Attacking an enemy that hasn't noticed you will cause more damage than usual. So, L3 will crouch. Right, there's the backstab. Right. Got some light coming up here. So, unsurprisingly, this looks very much like how pretty Demon Souls, the remake, was, also on PS5. Alright, I don't think I can go through that, not at least right now. Stance breaking. Some attacks may break an enemy's stance, giving you a chance to perform a critical hit. Charge attacks and jump attacks make it particularly easy to break an enemy's stance. Yep. So that whoom, I believe, is the sound for you have broken the enemy's stance. And if you press R1 after that, then you'll do this big kind of visceral attack. Upon dying, you will be revived at the last site of grace that you visited. However, if there is a stake of Marika anywhere near you where you died, you can choose to be revived there instead. So here's the statue of Marika. And now, is this going to be a mini-boss? Yep, Soldier of Godric. Guard counters. You can perform a counterattack immediately after blocking an enemy attack. Guard counters make it easy to break an enemy's stance. So we use R2 after blocking. Oh, wow. Right on. And then we can do a visceral. Whoa, wow. Okay. I think that's just to build us up. That enemy was not too beefy. So this is where we looked in. There's just light. All these broken coffins. Are these other Tarnished? I don't know. Didn't expect a cave. All right, so this is where we came in. So we dropped down to the cave there. So we get another animation. We fall down over here. That person is still there, and we can go up this way and begin the game proper. Oh, I think what I did instead of opening was I used an emote. Nope. Well, I don't know what's up with that. Whatever. Okay, so this is another Site of Grace. This is kind of the first main world Site of Grace. You can't go in here. One of the items you can pick as your gift will, you can give to this thing right here, and it will open up that area. But from what I saw in a stream, that area is fairly difficult, so I didn't want to bother with that. Use Tarnished Furled Finger. Tarnished's Furled Finger, that's a tricky thing, to write a gold summon sign. Cooperative multiplayer will begin once you have been summoned by a player from another world. You will take the role of an ally, Furled Finger, and your objective is to defeat the area boss. The compass at the top of screen indicates the direction of the summoner. Okay, so we're not going to do that just now. This lighting is amazing. Check out the fire tech on this thing. Hidden path ahead. I don't think so. I think it's another lie. It's very funny. Because there's this tradition of trolling, you can look at, you see messages and you go, okay, is this an actual helpful message, or is this someone trolling me? And you never know. Could this be an item and then message? Nope. So that one is not, or it's trolling, but then what it's writing isn't trolling. It's very strange. But now our beefy character will lift that up, and Limgrave. There's the giant tree again. Look how cool it is. There's a big castle over there. And a bunch of broken stuff over there. See that person on a horse? They are terrible and scary. We're going to try to escape them. We're going to try to run around them rather than fight them. But we're going to get some loot. Some Roa fruit. Here's a place where you can summon, because there's that enemy. But let's go to the site of grace here first, because that's easier to for respawning. Grace exists to guide the Tarnished and lead them along the proper path. Even now, some sites of grace retain that power. Their golden rays will guide you along your way. So, see that arc of light? That's going to point me to the next site of grace, I believe. And you can use your map to check your current position as well as the terrain and surrounding structures. Update your map with new information by finding map fragments at stells along the road. You can also use the map to freely place beacons of light to serve as landmarks as you explore. So I guess... What is that button? Because down here just switches these things. All right, let's rest at the site because that will refresh our flasks. So we should be up to 4 now. Yeah. Okay. Hello. What's up with you?
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we?
That's
Come
true.
to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the round table hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity.
Well, that's rude. I'm going to go and I'm going to move this real quick.
You're a Tarnished. I can see it. And I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Kale. purveyor of fine goods. I am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel. The land has been tainted by madness since the shattering of the Elden Ring. It's only Tarnished, like yourself, who keep things from drying up entirely. Let's say you're a very welcome customer. Goodbye. What is it? Goodbye.
Okay, can you hear me now? Because when that thing shows, so this to me says you are currently muted, because that's what it looks like in every other app that I use. I guess I wasn't muted for most of that time, but then I was muted for some of the time. Sure, whatever. It's all good. Okay, so this points this way. Check out this cool, busted up world. Just gonna get some more materials. It's a turtle! Hello, giant turtle friend. I don't want to fight you, I just want to hang out. What are those things? Those are not friends. It's a very large, look like a dragonfly scorpion. All right, you got me there. That's fair. I got you. Great dragonfly head. All right, so we're going to go back this way. Try to stay on target a little bit. Another thing that I saw in the guide bits was this idea that you should really kind of go through a few steps right away, because they get you very central items. like very core, and then you can go and do other stuff. So I'm trying to follow that guidance to get some stuff. All right, there's another person. Gonna try and sneak up on them. Again, check out this rad lighting. Okay, cool. I got the backstab on that one. Big swing. All right, so map. Map? No. Ah, that's the thing. Yeah, the backstab is really fun. So we are here, and this points that way. So we're gonna. Is it telling me where I'm pointed? It is. That's great. So we're gonna go this way a bit, and then we're gonna turn to the right. Yeah, a big thing about this game is that they talked about introducing stealth, because stealth was in the Sekiro, their last game, and stealth was really not an element in the Dark Souls games. Ah, look at that. I've got a kukri. Oh, and there's another person over there. Let's gather some stuff and sneak up on them. Surprise! Some wacky sounds, honestly. Oh, and there's somebody else. Got some just kind of guard patrols wandering around. And there's somebody over by a fire on the right. Oops. But I got that one fast enough that they were not able to alert their buddy over here. Yeah, the volume on this seems very high. You know, these people are not the most observant, let's say. All right, I'm very glad that it sounds good on your end. Okay, we're going to go in here. It may be a bad idea. The guards are not guarding very well. There's several wolves. Oh, they're bigger than I thought. Cracked pot. Hey, that's for crafting. Yeah, wolves are a very tough enemy in Souls games, in my experience. So looks like 2 directions to go, and there's another wolf. Yeah, bears in Dragon Age, absolutely. Beast bones. Golden rune. Silver firefly materials. Okay, and then looks like another wolf. Is there going to be a boss down here? There is a boss down here. All right, I have 3 flasks. Let's go ahead and use this, because if we're in a fight, then we're not going to be able to do as much traversing. Beastman. So we got the counter. Oops. Look at that combo. Oh, tried to dodge through and was not successful. Rough. Oops. Up. Oh, that's me. Beastman of Farum Azula. But there was a, I think there was a statue up there, or there was at least a site of grace. So the question is, do I want to go back and try to get all of those runes that I just lost? And the answer is yes, because that's the kind of game this is. Equipment, yes. I want to actually here is going to be my torch, so that then I can do this. Oh wow, they can jump up there. That's pretty fun. I mean, bad for me, but fun. Oh, wow. Double quick attacks. So now that I've died twice, all of those runes that I dropped the first time I died are just gone, because that's the kind of game that this is. So now my incentive to keep on going into that into this cave is much, much smaller, because I lost all those runes. And so that's fine. I know where this cave is. I have that site of grace that I can teleport back to. And now all of these enemies have respawned, which means that I can defeat them again, get some of those souls back, and then I'm going to go to where the path is pointing me. In this beautiful, beautiful world. Sneak, sneak. It's fun to be wandering around as this, like, very large person, just sneaking around. There was somebody else here. Was that that might have just been a wild animal, because looks like they ran away. What's your message? Close quarters battle. Okay, yeah, this is where I'm going. So check out this big area here. So there's enemies all over these ruins. But first we're going to go past them to the left over this way, because if we do that, we can get to some place that will let us start doing level advancement. So, and then we can see the grace gathering at this point of grace. And now we are going to rest at Site of Grace, and we'll get a cutscene, I believe. Yep. So this is the same lady as the who had the horse that was kind of nuzzling my character right when I woke up from the you're supposed to die boss.
Traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina.
Helena has a cool eye tattoo.
I offer you an accord.
It's very funny to have all these people and their ghosts running around.
Are maidenless. I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength.
Now the question is,
Aid you in your search for the Elden Ring.
she says, I can serve the role of maiden. Does that mean she's not a maiden?
Take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree. Then it's settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength.
Mm-hmm.
Another
Very
honor.
specific language.
I bequeath to you this ring.
It's a ring of horsey. Now you
Use
can
it
summon
to traverse
a horse.
great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect. Shall I share them with me?
Now I don't have enough runes because I died. So I need 775 runes to gain a level. But now, runes, memorize spell, sword, chest, leave. So I guess we horseback riding. Yeah, that's fine. Groveside Cave. What was that? So church, and now we can fast travel to this church. Yeah,
This way, Tarnished.
because I had 700 something runes when I died to the Beastman.
Pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk I surmise is of thee.
Well,
Thou art possessed of the power, no.
I haven't done the horse thing yet.
Forth the spectral steed named Torrent.
That is true. So I'm guessing this means that Renna knows who Torrent is associated with, and they have some relationship with each other.
By Torrent's former master.
Ah, so is that Melina, who also did
Tis a
this?
bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them within. From ash and return to the Erd Tree. The spirits will obey thine command but briefly. As they recall
Ash
battles
unreturned
past,
to the Erd Tree.
now it is thine. To do with as thou wishest.
Cool, thank you.
Forgive mine intrusion, Tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same,
So
learn well
note
the
that
lands between.
she has several
How
hands,
will it be, I wonder,
2 sets
if
of
the
arms.
Tarnished tire of obeisance to the 2 fingers?
And she's gone. So we've got our merchant friend here,
Wait. Well, you're back.
and we've got some armor.
There are others of my people who yet survive in these lands.
It is Santa.
If the mood takes you when you meet one,
Not really, but
then offer them
seems
some
like it.
trade, won't you? My people, wanderers all, have long been spurned by the grace of gold, which is why we cannot settle, but instead are forced into this pitiful, unceasing journey. But thanks to that, things are not so different for us now, though the Elden Ring is shattered. I think this makes us kindred spirits of sorts. Your people, the Tarnished, and mine. Perhaps you don't need to hear this, but see that no harm comes to my kin. We have a saying, we wanderers, lament not your solitude. Expect no sympathy, no regard, nothing.
So what's this stick thing? I guess it's an instrument, isn't it?
Show them no mercy. That is our code, so to speak. Just the way we are, deeply unforgiving. Goodbye for now.
All right. It's always good to talk to these NPCs. and see, like, basically hear everything they have to say. So we can go over here, and then there's stuff in the Gatefront ruins that we can procure. Check out that cool looking enemy. I have no idea what's going on with them. And there's bats. Bat type things. Alright, I don't want to deal with those, so let's do something else we can do in this game, which is pass time until morning. And we get our little sundial looking thing. And we don't have enough to level up, nor do we have something for memorize. But what I should do is, nope, sorry. Equipment, make sure that I have my summoning bell equipped here, right? Which means I should be able to summon my wolves. I'm going to try to sneak up on this enemy. What I've heard and seen is that there's so many enemies here that it's really a good idea to stealth some of them, kind of sneak attack, if you can, so that you're not fighting all of them all at once. Alright, so that was 64 runes. I'm going to hide over here and try to sneak up on this one too. Okay, so you see that enemy? They have a horn. I really want to sneak up on them because they will use that horn to call more people. And I don't want that. However, I did summon that big enemy, but now I have ghost wolves. Come on, wolves. Nice. Good job, wolves. Yeah, get them. Good puppies. Hell yeah. Lord Sworn's Straight Sword. Godric Soldier Helm. Alright, so this is a map fragment, which means that now when we do this, ta-da, look, we can see part of the world map. So it's got all these sites of grace that we visited, and there's that island that we looked at. Here's where the scary knight is, and we are right here in the Gatefront ruins, and we'll see that there's a place where you can go use a telescope. But there are more enemies here yet to defeat, as we can see. Good puppies. Alright, where's the rest of the enemies? There's one over here. There's a couple over here. And they have their own puppy. Oh, you saw me. Jerk. They put some major damage on my puppies, unfortunately. There's an enemy there. Gotta pick up some items. But if I can get somebody one-on-one with all these wolves, they're going to have a bad time. Just Little ghost skull. I don't know what this is about. Should I attack it? Pick up item. Okay, I should. It has a golden rune in it. Alright, and I've learned that there's a thing down here, so I'm going to go get it. And I should use this, because now I've got my FP back. Da-da-da-da. Okay. With a whetstone knife, you can use Ashes of War to grant your armaments new skills at sites of grace. An armament can only have one skill. Any skill it previously had will be removed. An armament's type determines what skills it can have. Some special armaments have unique skills and cannot be granted new ones. So the whetstone knife, you can kind of put Ashes of War on different armaments. So we got a Storm Stomp armament and the whetstone knife. Now we're going to go back up and fight any of the other people that are there. And then we should have enough runes to level up. Hello, puppies. We're going to go over here and steal a loot. Is that you, the one that has the loot? Nope. Maybe it's on the other side. Oh, that's fine. I was too late to use the special block counter. Good job, puppies. All right, and now we open up this caravan loot and see what we get. A flail. All right, so yeah, let's poke around this place and see if there's anything else to claim. Materials, get those mushrooms and the fruit. And we'll see if there's anything to steal in here. Doesn't look like it. But we can, maybe we can jump there. Having a jump means that there's a whole new dimension to this game in terms of like things you can get onto. Ta-da! See, I can do that. But I can't jump up onto the top. Can go here. What do you got? Lord Sworn's Great Sword. Are there any more soldier people around? There are. There's somebody over here who completely missed the fight that everybody else is dealing with. There wasn't any. Maybe there's somebody hiding in here, but they'll come and get me. It'll be funny. Not even enough time to bring up their shield. But my wolvies found somebody else to fight. Good job, wolvies. So vanquishing an enemy group will replenish your flasks, which is how what I use to heal. The number and type of flasks to be replenished varies depending on the enemy group. You cannot replenish more flasks than your maximum amount allows. So that was the end of that enemy group, and therefore I have some flasks back. It looked like I got one of each flask type back. And what else we got here? Try rolling. Yep, I did. Just going to wander around a bit and see if there's any other loot that I have not procured. And then I believe we have enough runes to do a level up. Just gonna completely wreck this camp. Can I cook here? Butterflies. Just a ghost. Tent. Can I get in your tent? Does not look like I can get in. Well, I've just got to go this way. And I went down there. And then there's other butterflies here. Something went flying. Why did it go flying? Okay, I think I have completed this. I think I've beat everybody and gotten all the stuff for now. So I'm going to go back to the site of grace after I smoosh this. And get the golden rune. We're going to go back up here where we can level. And then when we do that, all of the enemies will come back. So, an interesting thing about this type of game is that difficulty is a major element of difficulty is under your control as a player, because you can always just fight enemies more. So if you wanted to, if I wanted to, I could just fight this same set of enemies 50 times in a row. Fight them, come back to the site, they respawn, I go and fight them, and so on and so forth. It's not necessarily the most efficient way to progress in the game, but it's an option. Mind. So mind is going to improve my FP. So there's the kind of video is covering up the immunity, robustness, focus, vitality thing at the moment. It's I don't know that the game is especially designed with streamers in mind in terms of like the UI, or there's just too many things here. So endurance is a good option here because it improves my stamina and equip load. Equip load will basically include armory, or my armor options. Vigor improves my hit points and my fire resist. Strength is my main damage stat, but I'm already at 16. Dexterity, intelligence, and faith, I don't think I'm going to do much in this run. Arcane is a little bit of a weird one. It also apparently governs your item discovery rate. So with higher arcane, enemies are more likely to drop items and better items. So I think for now, I will upgrade my endurance and level up. And then, I believe, in my inventory, I have some things that will get me runes. So I'm going to use selected 4. So I use the item and then I gain all of those runes. And now I have enough to level again, I think. Yep. So I'm going to improve vigor to get more. Well, let's go ahead and do strength. You know, we may need to improve dexterity for some items. So actually I'm going to wait. I'm going to look at the equipment that I've gained. So yeah, look at this. Both of these swords require 10 dexterity. So dun, dun, dun. And that one requires, the flail requires 18 dexterity, right? Because flail, it's got the whipping thing. So knowing that, let's spend 1 level on dexterity, which will then unlock those 2 new weapons as options. Equipment. And now we can have a Lord Sworn Greatsword. Check out this cool big sword. that is in fact a proper greatsword sized sword. And so it's not super agile or fast with one arm, but nice charge attack here. Big smoosh attack. And I can block with this, but I think it's going to be not as effective. And so now let's try out our new sword on some enemies. Can I sneak up on you? I don't remember if I could sneak up on you last time. Maybe not. So this is a good area for practicing stealth and understanding kind of how different enemies catch up or not. Oh, love that love that big backstab. We're gonna sneak back here because if we leave this enemy alive and they can use their horn, it basically gets all of the enemies in this area to activate at once. All right, wolves. So because I saved, yeah, so you'll see that the guarding with that sword does not prevent all the damage. My wolf friends are having a little bit more trouble with that big enemy this time. So one of them has already been banished, unfortunately. But this is refreshed so I can get the materials. What else can I get? Oh, that's a bloodstain. Good friends. Oop, there's an item up there. And a skull. Somebody's alarm is going. That's great. Yep. Ruin fragment, okay. Yeah, somebody's car alarm is just going here. I wonder if my high arcane, or having 11 arcane, is part of why there's all these skulls around, which I have not noticed in other games. Because I tell you what, if all of those, I think each of those gives 200 runes. So that adds up pretty quick. That's a Meg.
Sorry?
Meg is home, so I'm going to stop the stream here so that we can hang out and play lots of Elden Ring together. Thank you, everybody who came by to hang out. I'm going to go back to the side of Grace so that I can do the thing. All right, I will probably try to keep playing this some, since this will be a very different character than the one I was using previous. And then I'll be streaming again on Sunday with more Nobody Saves the World. Thanks for coming by, everybody, and I will see you later. Go back to here, and I make this thing stop. Bye.